This is the opportunity dealing with Mars energy. This is Tuesday. Teaching every one of you guys. First of all, salutation to my Madrina, to my Padrino, to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in E5 Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Adjage. Teaching every one of you guys that are here to learn what real conjure is. I've been doing conjure since I was 3 to 4 years old. I am 52 years old. I have been initiated in various of black arts. I have been working signs, wonders, and miracles throughout my career when it comes down to spirituality. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, this is a season for a lot of us to elevate, to evolve, to become the essential purpose and the destiny that God has called us for. What's up, my Shamari, my Cancer in the house from Chi Town? To each and every one of you guys, first of all, thank you and salutation to my Madrino, to my Padrino, to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Adjays. My air signs, water signs, fire sign, and earth sign. What's up, y'all? Jeremy? Thank you for joining us on today. What's up, my Storm, my sad from Detroit? What's up, my Boaz? That's right, my Pisces in the house. What's up, Demetrius? Greetings to you, all my Gemini. And then my mother, Susan, is Gemini in the house. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. Thank you for hitting that like button. And thank you for the support of our super chat, super stickers if you have a question. And also to those that have supported and keep supporting our website. And to all of you guys that are patiently waiting on your order. Um, I want to say this. This is gonna be a grown up live. To all of my melody people. To those that are following me, this is for grown people. I don't do cheering church. So all of you guys that are on here that are listening and want to learn what real conjure is and why I give out the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that I give you because I want things to be better for melanated people, especially Black American people that are trying to engage in the ATRs or have engaged in the HR. And maybe the the things that I'm going to discuss on today is really going to help you when it comes down to the ATR. What's up, my jelly sweets? Thank you so much. Thank you for being here with us. Now, to each and every one of you guys that are already purchased your intermediate class that is for conjure, kudos and bravo to many of you guys. Um, I'm waiting on a few other people that wanted to get into the class, so I'm giving them some time to also get into the conjure class. Now, y'all know if you ever got a class with me, y'all know I bring a lot to my classes. Um, and I also make my classes very personal to each and every one that is participating and letting them have a spiritual experience in these conjugal because I will be conducting real magic. What's up, my Ryan? My cardinal air, and then I got my Virgo is hanging in there. Thank you so much, Virgo, for being with us. My mom's birthday was on the 25th, which was the other day. Thank you guys that are chiming in. Please hit that like button. Do so. Now, I want to talk about something that is very, very significant. Now, it doesn't matter if you are an E5 Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, or Ajay. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced. Now, I know that some of you guys come on to my lives and trying to see the effect of your magic and your spells. And yes, some of you are doing your work against me. I feel it, all of that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to prevail because I am truly God's chosen, and I've been doing conjure and voodoo and obia and all these different arts, and I have hellacious bath cleansers and all of that. So I am traveling, and so I don't have all of my contents with me. But I do have enough that I can easily go to the cemetery and take care of whatever I need to take care of. But I want to thank you for coming in and checking and seeing if your work is working. I'm still looking good. I'm still vibrant. I'm still energetic. And I know it's a disappointment, but it also shows my tribe and my members that these are the things that you have to go through, especially when you decide to take the high road of telling the truth. And a lot of times when it comes down to telling the truth, that cuts into people's business, that cuts into people's um, clientele, and they think you personally are going after them, and when you are just doing what God has called you to do. And that's why I leave it up to God to defend me. Because if you want me to teach like this and share like this and have my personality, then I need your divine protection, and that's what He affords me, or she affords me. I have masculine and feminine energy protecting me. Thank you, Demetrius, for that. Now I want to talk about something. Um, I'm in Miami right now. I picked up some of the stuff because I'm gonna be receiving the father of Babalu Ia, another Orisha. I received a couple weeks ago, or not even a couple weeks ago, um, the father of Shango, which is Agayu. And so I am definitely accumulating as and amassing as much energy to be able to help American melanated people. Now, I want to say this. I want to talk about this, and I need y'all to really understand why your energy is important. Whether you're air sign, whether you're water sign, whether you're a fire sign, or you're earth sign. And the things that I'm going to discuss, it has a lot to do with everyday situation. It's not just what goes on in my church, what goes on in my tribe, what goes on in my lives. It's anybody that is practicing magic and has pre Jesus didn't heal us over here. Yahshua did. Emmanuel did, but not Jesus. Not especially that not that white Jesus. He's a bottom. Okay? But and for those that don't understand that it's not blasphemy, anytime you can demonize African spirituality, then your belief system can be also ridiculed and trashed. Um, anytime you lower African sciences beneath every other religion, when uh, African people, or Black American people, or just Black people in general, created all these sciences that everybody else is biting off. So it's disingenuous to make your religion or belief system superior to what you originated from and what you stole from. So now that we got that clear, now I was gonna talk. I was talking about because this is Mars energy, and what I want to help melanated people, especially Black people, no matter where you are and what you're endeavoring to do, is to understand about opening Pandora's box in your spiritual life. And the whole story around Pandora is that she was created by, it was Greek mythology, and Greeks stole from Egypt mythology and in African mythology. So they got a lot of their gods and goddesses trying to recreate their version and their image of Aphrodite, which is Oshun, and um, Thor, which is Shango, and so forth. So um, Pandora was a creation of the gods, and Pandora inhabited a lot of evil spirits and evil negativity, um, and she was bound eventually into a box, and they were forbidden to open Pandora's box. And she was created with all these powers and all these talents and abilities and skills by the divine gods. Just like pretty much we are created through Elohim, the many gods that create us, and that's why we have different aspects of the Orishas, the Loas, and Kisi and Pungos. so, and so forth. So, reason I brought this up is because I'm gonna say this again. I am a business owner and I am solo dolo. I have very little assistance, and I told many of you guys why I have very little assistance because I don't have the proper staff that I can trust with your personal information. And a lot of the people that are handling something, they talk too much. For me, I came up in a drug background, and so I have learned really early in life why you can't say certain things and why you need to watch your mouth, and everything you see you don't speak, everything you hear you don't repeat. And so therefore I understood that even so in spirituality, that everything that spirit gives you is not for everybody. Everything that somebody teaches you is not for you to reteach other people. And so therefore I have these old school ways about how I do business and how I work with my clients and I deal with people. And the reason I'm talking about this is because a lot of times, many of you guys see the negative aspect of Gemini, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Cancer, because the simple fact that you don't know how to have spiritual etiquette. And right now, I'm in the heat of um, turning somebody's life around to save their life. And the mere fact that you don't understand why I'm so focused. And another thing that I have on September 4th, I will be receiving the father of Babalu Aye, and I have to come up with almost $7,000. So that's where my mind is. And so it's on the level of importance. And a lot some of the people, especially in my church, they're trying to get my attention, and they're going to get a negative. When I tell you where I'm doing, when I say my mind is on my money is on my mind, and I tell you that I am focused, I have certain things that I have to get done. I have to make sure that everything's alignment because I am 52 years of age, and I don't have Minister Mario here to physically drive me around and to help me do the things that I do, and all these things that I constantly tell people. And most of the part, especially my tribe does not give me problems. It's always the saints in my church, the people that think they have some type of dibs on me, and they endeavor to do things that really is going to open Pandora's box. And that is because when you're not doing what you're supposed to do, when you are insecure because of your lack of or not listening and not doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it, what happens a lot of times when people meet a Aries, or they meet a Cancer, or they meet an Aquarius, or they meet a Libra, or they meet a Virgo, instead of you embracing the energetic aspect of them from a positive and a benevolent way, you end up opening up Pandora's box in your spiritual life with people because you don't have any spiritual etiquette. You don't understand that when a man or a woman, a spiritual man or woman, a businessman or woman, or a person that wants something out of life, and they're articulating you very clearly that their agenda and what their goals are, and you yourself are trying to distract them, you're going to have a negative, a harmful experience with that person's energy, with their ancestors, with their egos, with their spirits, their spiritual core. Because let me explain something, y'all. A lot of y'all are very privileged because you're not chosen. I don't do what I want to do. I am very transparent to the degree that many of you guys think you know me more so than you actually do. But I am very transparent, and I tell what's on my mind. I tell you, when I was in Tampa, I had intention of coming back the next day, and the spirits dealt with me, and that I ended up staying from Thursday to Saturday. And the reason I'm saying this is because I am chosen. I don't spend my money like I want to. I don't do what I want to do with my body. I don't do what I want to do with my time. I'm always doing something what I am being led to do, I am spoken to do, or guided to do. And my thing is, if you're not going to help me, if you're not going to assist me, the last thing you want to do is to hinder or get in the way of what I am trying to do. Now, I have somebody's life in my hand. And what you got going on is self inflicted. Nobody ran you out of bounds. You ran yourself out of bounds. Nobody tackled you. You fell down. Nobody tripped you up. You did your thing. I have people that really want to live and not die. I have people that really want a change in their life. I have people that really make a conscious effort to be a part of every life, every situation, every ceremony, every candle burning, every what they can afford, but they're honestly endeavoring to learn, to grow, and to increase. You yourself have nothing better else to do but fuck up. That's what you take your energy, your time, and your energy. And my thing to you is, I don't understand why you're gonna open Pandora's box in your life when you are being warned. Zeus warned them, do not open Pandora's box. Many of you guys are gonna deal with this. People are going to see a negative aspect of Virgo, of Leo, of Sagittarius, of Cancer, simply because people don't want to adhere to what they have been warned. Warning comes before destruction. And you think I'm warning you because I love you. I am warning you because I don't care if you get destroyed. I'm a Sagittarius. I don't know where you coming up with all these relationships in your mind that I'm going to allow you. If I'm not going to allow my mother, my family, I did not all of that to serve, to work for spirit. Why would I allow you? First of all, let me say this. You don't have no money. You don't have enough money to get my attention. Stop doing things before Pandora pops out. And I'm not gonna care what you think about it. I don't care what your husband think about it. I don't care what your mama think about it. Y'all have no idea that just as much as I can care, I cannot care. I am a Sagittarius. I am fully operating in my energy on both sides. My my Lilith is in Sagittarius. My dark moon of Lilith is in Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries. My rising sign is Pisces. My Venus sits in Scorpio. I'm not understanding why instead of you adhering to the boundary. Let me tell y'all something. When I say I'm a Sagittarius, I believe you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do. With the full understanding, there's consequences for every action. I'm not, if you don't want to get on my live, be on my live, please don't. You don't have to do anything extra. You don't have to come to my church. You could stop fucking with me. I wouldn't care. Because what's gonna happen out of everything I done invested in you, I'm gonna be willing to destroy it. I'm gonna say this again. I am willing, I'm a fire sign. I will burn all that shit down. If I go there, I'm gonna go all the way there. I don't care. I don't care what you say about me. I'm 52 years old. People have been talking about me since I was a child. I don't really care. I didn't care then. My mother, as a Virgo, tried to make me care. I didn't care. I'm in my 50s, 52 to be exact. I can even care less than I cared 2 days ago. When people are trying to teach you spirituality, you don't do what you want to do with those people. Either you get on the train or you get off. I have been fair enough with people. If this is too much for you, you're grown. You have every right to choose another path. Just get out my way. I have an agenda. I have a destination to get to. And I'm not going to allow nobody. And the fact that I know that I'm out here literally fighting people for people's life, and you ain't got no money. And if you had money, you only going to do so much. And the type of money I need tens of thousands. That's the era of I'm headed to millionaire status. So I'm not interested in the bullshit. People, black melanated people, do not, as you are journeying in these ATRs, as you are surfing the internet, or as you are sitting in front of spiritual men and women, do not open Pandora's box, because those same people that can bless you will be able to curse you. The same people that you're sitting up under and giving accolades to, and they're telling you that they have certain things at hand, they have certain responsibilities, they have certain deadlines they got to meet. If you're not going to help them, move out the way. I had a grown woman sit on the floor in the church. And I was talking. And they kept pointing at I got you. Trying to get my attention to tell me who they think I got you look like. After I had come from Tampa, go through the ceremony, I got home 4 something in the morning. Do you think this is not a child. This is a grown ass woman squatting on the floor. I had to. It took to. I don't know where people think my head is. I am so not interested. If you not serious about spirituality, stay home. If the spirituality don't mean that much to you, don't watch my life. I don't care. You're gonna mess around and see a side of me that is gonna be terrifying. And when I start, ask anybody in my past, if I ever start, I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna go through your whole family. I have never started a war with one person. I go through everything. I've always done that. I'm gonna tear your ass up. I'm gonna tear your husband ass, your dog, your cat, your neighbor. I'm when I come through as a storm, I'm tearing up all kind of shit. Cause one thing about me, I take a lot of pride in leaving my mark. When I say I took a bite out of your ass, everybody gonna know. See that when people be lying about they be in warfare with me, they I don't even get down like that. When I go to war, I am going to make a mark. Your grandparents, your great grandparents, your ancestors 5 generations down, gonna hate my name. They gonna call me terrible. I've been called a monster. I've been called the straight devil. I will incarnate on your ass. Because I am not fit to allow you to cause me to not be there for people that actually need me to be there for them. These, when I tell y'all melanated people, black people, that they will disrupt your train of thought and don't want nothing. I say this again, I'm gonna repeat myself. For everybody, whether you see this now or later, if you want my attention, PayPal or Zelle, or go to my website and order a service. Do not bother me at this time. I have things to do. I am not concerned about your bullshit. And you really don't want me to say it. That's why I do this. I speak to everybody, trying to be fair with people, because I don't want somebody to think this is an isolated incident. No, what I say to one, I say unto all. Unless I have given you a certain type of permission to engage with me, don't do that. I have real responsibility. I have people literally counting on me to be who I say I am. I don't have time for your bullshit. And if you open that box, baby, I promise you, I'm gonna open it all the way up and I'm letting all kind of shit crawl out. And ain't no listen, cause I need you to have a better idea of who I am. I've literally had people begging me on their hands and knees. I'm talking about preachers. I'm talking about spiritualists. I done had people bow down. I done had a whole city. I was rocking a whole city. I was turning that city upside down. I had those people in such fear. They were begging me, please take this curse off of us. I have very little compassion once I start something. If I ever start, I can count on, I'm 52 years old. I can count on one hand the people that I forgave. Over 50 some years, I can still count on one hand the people that I relinquish my wrath. It don't happen often. My mercy is like headless coming. It come every 60 years. That's why I don't bother people. That's why I'm very careful about what I say and how I communicate, so people know how to deal with me accordingly. This is not a scare tactic. This is a promise. This is not a threat. This is a promise. I will bring that shit to pass. And I will take great pleasure because I know I have warned over and over and over. I do stuff that I know I don't have to do. I say things that I know you heard me the first time, but I want to make sure I talk to everybody around you to let you know. And I speak to you personally. Stop playing with me. I am not that nigga you married. I am not that nigga you seen on the side. I am not your mama. I ain't your dead daddy. I ain't none of those people. I don't know how clear I got to be. I'm doing this on via social media because what I feel, I will always feel. If you here to help me, then help me. If you ain't here to help me, get out of my way. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to give nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. This is it's a church. It's called charity. There's no obligation. If you don't feel like it, don't do it. But don't expect me to trust you. Don't expect me to deem you as loyal. Don't think I'm gonna invest in you like that. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not sorry, ma'am. Cause I have never came across. I've never suggested. A lot of y'all think certain things are mythology. Some of y'all think that because there are so many people that out here that are novelists at root work and conjure and necromancy and mysticism, there are some real McCoys out here. There are some people out here that have some very horrific testimonies. I have a biological son. I'm not proud to say it, but it's the truth. He don't fuck with me because of the carnage that I sent through his family. He done been in two cars that I done flipped, and he's my biological son. Cause when I lose it, I lose it. I'm a fire sign. I don't know what that means to you, sir. I don't know what that means to you, man. I don't care if you in E5, Voodoo, Santeria. When a fire sign is blazing, especially Sagittarius, mutable fire, we don't care. And certain people do not mind after all the warnings, all the signs, all the people that's telling them, don't open Pandora's box. Don't open Pandora. You got too much to live for your life to be cut off because you over there tampering with Pandora's box. Do not test certain people. I don't believe nothing that comes out of your mouth. I don't. I was raised by a Virgo. My Virgo told me all excuses ain't nothing but lies. So I don't care who you are. If you giving me an excuse, it's a lie in my book. I don't care who you are. Spell work, conjure work is real. Conjure, mysticism, root work is real. When I'm going through, I'm fighting for people health. My body going through. I was just telling Mother Susan some of the things that my body going through because I'm pulling somebody out of death. I'm pulling somebody out of a tragic situation, and I'm transferring energy from me to them. And therefore, my body takes on some of this stuff. That's why you have to be a person that's in conjure that know how to cleanse yourself. The level of irritation that you can incur when somebody is going through certain things, you deserve whatever you get. You let me tell you something. Learn who to play with. Learn that just cause your mama put up with it, and Triana's on here. I told her husband, when and this is how I am. When you can disrespect your mother and your father, your parents, I don't play with people like that. And I told her husband, I said, I'm not your mama, I'm not your daddy. She on here. I ain't telling him behind his back. I told him to his face. Because I'm hard on men than I am women. I said, if you try me, I'm going to fuck you up. Because I don't play with. When you can cross the line with your biological parents, you'll cross the line with anybody. And I'm a type of person, I'm waiting on you. Because the moment you get sideways with me, I'm going to lay your ass out. I don't care. I don't care what nobody. I do not play with disrespectful people. I don't care if you're grown. I don't care if you're a millionaire. When you feel that you can cross the line with your parents, I ain't say you got to do what they think they say. They say. I'm talking about dishonoring them. I don't care how mad I have gotten with my mother and my father. I have never lifted up my mother's skirt. I have never exposed my. I don't care how much mad I get my family. I do not expose them to the point that I'm crossing lines. Some of y'all gonna mess around and find out that Pandora's box is real like a motherfucker. Yeah, he is. Cause you gonna keep on, and then you gonna find that Virgo ain't nothing to be played up with. You gonna find out that a Scorpio ain't nothing to be played. You gonna find out that a Gemini ain't nothing to be played. There's duality in all these gifts and talents. Keep on playing with Pandora's box, and Pandora gonna show you something. Pandora gonna show you something. I have literally try to teach people how to navigate with spiritual people, how to navigate in the ATRs without causing problems and upsets. I have been in my elay over 3 years. I have I have had things that I disapprove of, and they never cause problems. You ain't spending near the money that I'm spending, and I still ain't a problem. Your money, whatever it is, but I know you don't spend like I spend, and I'm not causing a problem. And I got issues, I got things that I agree with and things I disagree with, but I'm not here to cause a problem. And you should be the same type of person. You should be the same type of way. But you are going to keep on until you open up Pandora's box. And let me tell you something. You can't close Pandora's box once it's open. When things are set in course, I've been trying to teach. What is that? I've been trying to teach and show people how to deal with real magic, understand the consequences and the endeavors, understanding duality of these signs and understanding energy, frequency, and vibration. And no matter how much I teach, it's always somebody. And they ain't even sorry. People do shit deliberate. No, once you pop, you can't stop. I know that's right, Demetrius. Let me tell y'all something. I want y'all to really understand responsibility and accountability. And even as a spiritual leader, I am still held at a higher standard than most people. And this is why I choose to be transparent. Maybe you appreciate it, maybe you don't. But when I get on social media and I tell my followers and my tribe that I appreciate your support, I appreciate any donation you give towards that, that's coming from a real place. From a real place. When I tell you that I'm dealing with some stuff. That's I'm being for I don't just get up and say stuff. If I tell you I'm dealing with something, I'm dealing with something. Um the mere fact that you a type of person and you will say something that is I'm gonna use this term. You will cry wolf and know there's no wolf in sight. I'm not that type of person. If I literally don't want to be bothered, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just say I want to be bothered. Not now. Ask Mother Susan. I when I ready to get off the phone, I will hang up in the middle of your conversation. Yes, I will. Ask Tree Wonder. I do these things to let people know how I really am. I keep saying I'm not a nice person. You keep saying all this stuff about me, and you're gonna mess around, open up Pandora's box, and you're gonna have a different perspective of me, and it's your fault. I've been warning. I've been discussing. I've been talking to everybody around you. I talk to my tribe. I talk to my saints. September 4th, that's where my mind is. And I have certain people that I am working for that is life threatening. Please, sir and ma'am, show some decor. Show some decorum. Show some etiquette. Show some compassion to your other brothers and sisters. Yes, everybody's situation is important, but not as important. That's why I taught and I preached about critical condition. I'm giving you the understanding of what I'm dealing with. And it's not your body going through, it's mine. And if you don't give a damn, that's fine. Just leave me alone. Because if it was you, you would want me to do what I'm doing for them. You will want me to, and I was talking to them earlier today. They're doing so much better. They still got process. You know why they're doing better? Because I'm not doing better. I'm throwing it off, but I know they're doing better because I'm taking it on. It's energy transfer. If you ain't gonna help me, please don't hurt me because I'm gonna hurt you back. Scorpio is in my chart. If you hurt me while I'm trying to help somebody else, I am going to hurt you back. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm not even faking it. If I'm working for somebody and they really need me and you're standing in the way, I ain't going to crush you. If you're not gonna lend a helping hand, don't don't put your leg out to trip me up. Cause I'm gonna break your leg. And when I get through accomplishing my goal, I'm gonna come back and fuck you up. I'm gonna do that. I am a very vengeful person. I ain't just got like I've always been like that. That's why I don't bother people. I'm in my own world, in my own lane, in my own cave. I don't bother people. People come over here fucking with me. Okay? You don't have to open up Pandora's box. You can take the warning. You don't have to pretend like you are so afraid of me because I will make sure that you are terrified of me. Don't play games with other people and tell people no. Just stop. I have a few more. I think about a week before I have to come up with almost $7,000 for my derecho, and I am not concerned. If you ain't helping that, and I already know you can't help me with healing nobody because you ain't got that kind of power. Um, so if you ain't gonna help me donate so I can get cleansings and all what I'm doing, then just leave me alone. Okay? I really want y'all to really understand. I go out my way to teach and educate people. And some things are so uncalled for. Some things are so uncalled for. And it's a lack of decorum, it's a lack of etiquette, and it's a lack of just don't give a damn. You think you're entitled to something. Only thing you're entitled to is a good old fashioned ass whooping. Much love. You here to learn. You here to develop. You're here to grow. And me being transparent is to let you know what spiritualists go through in order to bring forth miracle signs and wonders in your life. And you should appreciate that. That's all I'm saying. And if you ain't trying to learn that, sir, ma'am, find you somebody to play with. Because I'm not him at no time. I'm not him. Okay? I'm going to get off here because I need to, I did get something to eat, but I need to shower and get myself prepared for bed because I had a long day. All right? I love y'all. Peace.